Hey y'all, it's Lynn with Fidget DIYs. Today I have 4 boho inspired DIYs made from cheap or free supplies. You can also connect with me through Instagram and Facebook. Now let's fidget. I'm using this box just to size those burlap sheets. I'm going to cut off the 2 holes. They were part of a banner, so I'm just going to cut those off. And these are Kiva blocks. This is what I'm going to make my own frame with. They are so awesome, y'all. They're kind of expensive, but I got mine at the thrift store. So, anyway, they're worth looking into. I'm going to probably order some soon. And that's me putting my frame together. It's got 2 sets of 2 and 1 on each end. And here I'm going to just take my ruler and mark out the width of the ruler, but strips of that burlap sheet. And that pen would not stay in my hands, y'all. And here is me putting the whole thing together. Now, I just connected the sides all the way up, and I used 7 strips for that, but I only connected the one side going up, because I'm going to come in with the other strips, and I'm going to go over or under, and then over and under. Anyway, I'm weaving the background of this thing over and under, over and under. The strips I had for the bottom were too short, so I had to cut a few little extra pieces, and I just connected those. You can't tell when I'm finished that they got connected. And I'm using my finger protector. Notice that. Then once I have it all weaved, I'm going to go through and pull the strips as I glue them just to tighten the back of this thing up. And you can see I have a little loose spot in there. But this little bundle of flowers, lavender, that I put together with twine, will fit over that hole. So, and here I come making a beaded hanger for it and putting that on the back with hot glue and masking tape. And I'm going to apply my lavender. I had to cut the ends of it because I wanted it to fit on the inside of that frame. And I stained that with Waverly Antique Wax, by the way. So let me know what you guys think of this one down in the comments. These are the shapes and the fabrics that I'm starting this one off with. I cut those out of the cardboard. And I'm here shaping some of them. I cut some and leave some whole. And I have this fake leather material from Walmart. It was way on sale. I got it for like $1.50. And I'm just going to put a seam into this and make a strip about 2 inches wide all the way down with some hot glue. And here I'm cutting out all the different fabrics ahead of time. I don't apply them all until I've cut all of them out. So, oh, and there's my little sleeve. This is some like yellow and black burlap type material. And this was a t-shirt. It was, well, a long sleeve shirt, whatever. And I just cut those in the strips along the sides of the shapes and folded that over. And basically it just wrapped the cardboard and made it to where it doesn't look like cardboard. There, I'm cutting a strip, you can see that. And these pieces, I wanted to use that white fabric, but it was very see-through. So I painted the 2 pieces with Waverly in Snow White, then put the fabric over those like the other pieces after I've dried them with my heat gun. And this is some black paracord I tried to wrap around the edge of the pieces, or one piece, but it does not like hot glue, so I scrapped that idea and pulled out Old Faithful, some twine, and this is the kind from Walmart, not the Dollar Tree. And those are all my pieces. I'm going to wrap all of them with this twine just to further hide the fact that those are cardboard pieces. And I'm going to do all of them like that. And this is the fun part. I love burning the twine off. Let me know, do y'all like that too? I think it's just so much fun. It smells neat. I know, I'm weird. Here I'm just doing another strip. Both strips together is 48 inches long. I attach those in the middle, and now I'm going to come in and get Velcro pieces and apply that to the back of each one. And those are some Velcro, part of a bra set. Don't judge me. I couldn't find my roll of Velcro. And here I've got this curtain ring that I'm going to attach to the top of my strips of the fake leather. And I mess with these shapes for like 30 minutes. Probably 2 hours. But that's why I chose the Velcro, so that after the fact, I can go in and rearrange them. Here I'm back, like, reinforcing those cardboard pieces with some stir sticks. And I'm also right here gonna get a needle and some thread. And the Velcro pieces that I attached to the strip, I wanted to further enforce those as well. So I just sewed an X pattern into the Velcro and onto that strip. And here it is, guys. Let me know what you think about this one. It's pretty interchangeable. I love it. It looks good in my living room. This one's really fast. Don't blink. That's a paper towel roll with stir sticks around it, stained in antique wax by Waverly. This is a piece of black belt that I glued to the top and middle. I painted the curtain ring on the bottom in black. And after that, I make a 5-petal flower out of sisal rope. I just cut the petals and put them together on the front of the vase. And I wrapped the edging with twine. And here it is, guys. I'm so sorry that was so super fast. I lost the footage of putting the stir sticks on the roll. I hope you like this one. For this last one, I took this Easter basket apart and I just used the handle from it. And I just bent that into shape as best I could. I could have put it in a bucket of hot water. That makes this kind of material pliable. I didn't do that, but you can if you want to. And then I took some masking tape and wrapped that around. Now, I'm showing you I don't use that small one. And here I sized up some of the white nautical rope from Dollar Tree. And I pulled that apart to get the 3 strands individually. And I'm going to make some loops onto this ring. I take the rope and fold it in half. I put the loop toward the inside of the ring and pulled the 2 strands over and through, and then just tightened that up. And I did that around the whole thing, and then hot glued it in a couple of spots to make it stay. Cut this circle out and covered that in burlap. Finger protectors. And here I'm just checking to make sure that I have even sides to put these stir sticks on as just an added cuteness. I stained that with the antique wax by Waverly. And let's see. Oh, I double check and make sure that it's all straight and it doesn't look wonky. And when I finished that, I attached all the sticks to the ring. I trimmed off the pieces of those stir sticks. I brushed out all of the different nautical rope pieces to make it fluffy. And then I come in with some Mod Podge and I did the whole thing. Just like when I used to do my mohawks, I would definitely just put glue in those things to make my mohawk stand up straight. What? Kids. And then I hot glue this big flower that I had gotten at Dollar Tree, into the center. I put a dowel rod. That's one from Walmart for sure. I put that on the back. And to finish it, I covered the back of this thing with that round piece of burlap. Because when it stands up, you'll see that. And after I've got all of that secure and my mohawk thing is dry, I burn the twine off yet again. Love that smell. Here's the base of it. I used burnt sienna and black, made a dark brown color. And I attached the dowel rod to that square. And I used the brown nautical rope to help it stand up. This one's probably my favorite out of the whole video. And I don't know, it just turned out really pretty. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video today and found some inspiration. All of them were super fun for me. Thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to like and share so we can try to grow the community. Thank you to all of my subscribers. I love you guys. See you next time.